Hey everybody, it's Chris for AllEars TV and AllEars.net with today's Disney Fast Facts. Today we've got your fun fast facts about the Disney Skyliner. The Disney Skyliner is the newest addition to the free Walt Disney World transportation system. The Skyliner utilizes approximately 6 miles of cable over 3 different transportation lines and holds nearly 300 gondolas. You can board the Skyliner at 5 locations, 2 parks, and 4 resorts. Hubs can be found at Disney Hollywood Studios and at Epcot by the International Gateway. You can also board at Caribbean Beach Resort, Pop Century, Art of Animation, and Disney's Riviera Resort. Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort is the central hub, and you can easily access all points from this station. When traveling from point to point, you will be required to exit the gondola and then get in the queue again to keep going on your trip, with one exception. The Epcot line passes through the Disney Riviera Resort station and you won't need to get off. The line still allows for guests from Riviera Resort to board. Also, guests staying in the Aruba section of Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort will find the Riviera Resort station a much more convenient station rather than making their way all the way to the main hub. The gondolas do not have air conditioning. Instead, they use what scientists call a passive ventilation system, which is a fancy way of saying that they all have air vents which allow the breeze to move through the cabins. Which means as long as the gondola is moving, it's fairly comfortable inside. And while it's not a real issue at night, if the gondola makes any kind of temporary stop, temps inside the cabin can rise in the hot Florida sun. The travel times are pretty quick. From the Caribbean Beach Station to Hollywood Studios is about 5 minutes. From Caribbean Beach Station to the International Gateway at Epcot is about 10 minutes. And from Caribbean Beach to Pop Century and Art of Animation is about 4 minutes. The gondolas don't look that high from the ground, but keep in mind that you're about 60 feet up in the air. And with the units feeling open and the passive ventilation system, those with fear of heights might find the experience a little unnerving. The good news is that other than the occasional slowdown or stop, like you might experience in any Omnimover ride, the gondolas move pretty fast, around 11 miles per hour, so your time between stops goes by pretty quickly. You will get some stunning views as the Skyliner soars above waterways and wooded areas on its way to the parks and hotels. Guests will get an awesome bird's eye view of Disney's Hollywood Studios, including the Hollywood Tower Hotel. Approaches to Epcot give a wonderful view of the countries around World Showcase Lagoon. The Disney property always closely monitors the regional weather, especially being in South Florida where storms can move through suddenly. As a result, Disney has their own radar system that closely monitors lightning and will close the Skyliner for lightning that is 6 miles out. Since the distance between most stations will be under 10 minutes, that distance gives them plenty of warning to take the necessary precautions for guest safety. In the event of an emergency on the Skyliner, there is an emergency kit under the bench in every gondola car. Inside each kit, you'll find nausea bathroom bags, cooling packs, water, a notepad, light sticks, and cups. There's also an emergency button which will get you in contact with Disney officials if you have an emergency situation while on board. There are over 20 different character wraps to create a wonderfully colorful skyway over Disney World. Characters include Mickey, Minnie, and Pluto, Chip and Dale, Donald and Daisy, along with Huey, Dewey, and Louie, Goofy, Pete, Horace, and Clarabelle. Movie attraction wraps include Beauty and the Beast, Frozen, Lilo and Stitch, Moana, Peter Pan, The Princess and the Frog, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Zootopia, Coco, Finding Dory, The Haunted Mansion, Monsters Inc., Pirates of the Caribbean, Ratatouille, Star Wars, Guardians of the Galaxy, Toy Story, and Winnie the Pooh and Friends. It's probably safe to assume there will be more characters and franchises added in the future. Strollers can go through the main boarding line. Guests using wheelchairs, ECVs, oversized strollers, or those who may need extra assistance will be directed to a special loading area where they board a stationary gondola. Each Skyliner gondola is limited to one mobility device: strollers, ECVs, wheelchairs, scooters, etc. If you have 2 or more of these in your party, you will have to split up and go in separate gondola cabins. Here are some quick tips for the Disney Skyliner. Each gondola can hold up to 10 guests, or up to 6 if there is a wheelchair or stroller. As the cars move pretty much at the same speed as an Omnimover attraction, if you have problems boarding an Omnimover, then you might want to go into the special loading area. There is a slight sway to the gondola, but overall the ride is very smooth and shouldn't pose any kind of issues for those with motion sickness. However, if you are prone to motion sickness, be sure to pick a seat that faces forward. It's not a bad idea to pack a small hand fan if you're going to be using the Skyliner a lot, just in case of any kind of stoppage. Food and drinks are allowed on board. And there's your Disney Fast Facts about the Disney Skyliner. Have you ridden it yet? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Hey, if you like this video, click on that thumbs up. Be sure to stay tuned to AllEars TV and AllEars.net for more Disney news, fun, and stuff. And follow us on Instagram at AllEars.net. New to the channel? Check out other AllEars videos here. And please subscribe to AllEars.net. Clang the little notification bell so you get immediately notified when we post a new video. This is Chris for AllEars TV. See you next time.